Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Kind of like part two of a vinyl cutter, but it would work for anybody, laser engraver, or even a sublimation. I've already done it. This is our graphic. As always, I'm going to make a copy of it and nudge it over, just in case you have to go back. Now, if this one is selected, go down here to your crop tool, and let's crop out everything that Corel doesn't need to work on. Make its job a little bit easier. And by having it selected, it did not delete your other graphic. Now we're going to go to Trace, Bitmap, Outline, Trace, and Clip Art. It's already done it. We're going to say OK, and we're going to nudge that out of the way. Once again, Corel does not trace text worth a flip. And it did the hat pretty well. Go up to Object, Group, and ungroup it. Grab the black part of the hat and nudge it over. Grab the other black part of the hat and nudge it over. There's a few little pieces of black left over, but they're really gray, and we're not going to worry about it because we're going to be able to fix this hat and make it perfect for. Now, the laser engraver, this would engrave fine. It's going to have a little bit of spots in here and there, but a vinyl cutter, I would have to think you'd want it all the same or all one piece. So I'm going to left click, right click. You can right click in red, you can right click in blue. Right now it doesn't matter. I'm going to take the shape tool and I'm going to delete those two nodes. And I'm actually going to delete that node. Then I'm going to grab this node and kind of bring it forward, and then I'm going to grab these two nodes and move them over at the same time. I'm going to grab my virtual segment delete key and delete those lines. Now you might want to make that a little bit thicker, and we can. If you move this down, take your virtual segment delete key and just delete that. Now this is not a fixed joint yet until we smart fill it. And then we got a bad spot right there. I call this the twisted node. So it's just twisted on itself. You can cut it out. The other part is just a kind of a funny spot. We can delete that node, delete one of the other nodes, and then you can't really delete, well, you could. You can delete those nodes and kind of play around with it. And then take, you kind of want a rounded corner, maybe not that deep. Grab that node, make a little bit of a rounded corner there. I know nothing about vinyl cutting. I don't know if you want a sharp edge or a rounded corner. You can see we have red nodes and blue nodes until we take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. Now it's all one piece. We can left click, right click, it's all one piece. And that's what you'd want to cut it out. But for right now, we're going to leave it black. Then I've already typed out the text. And the original text kind of looked like an old English style. Now I've got this all grouped together because I typed at the same time. We go to Object, Control K, and break them apart. Then we could change this one to an old English font. We could bring it into our hat and make it smaller or whatever size you want to do. Then this one looked like a Times New Roman, and every computer ever probably made has Times New Romans. It's one of the most font like an Arial. It's going to be on most computers. And you could use any font you like. That looks pretty good. And we could always bring in a yellow box just to kind of show you that there's nothing in the background. There's no other hidden colors. And that's what it's going to look like. And then for vinyl cutting, and I don't know how you would vinyl cut these individual letters out. Because it would be, I don't know how it works. But there's how it would look. If I was going to cut this out of wood on a laser, that's what it would look like. Anyway, hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.